Self-confidence leads to self-esteem. Matter of fact, high self-esteem. Now you become confident of knowing you doing the shit. Now your self-esteem starting to boost.
About yourself.
Your shit starting to rise up. So that's the second part. And our self-confidence leads to self-esteem. Looking into the same dictionary, which was the Random House Unabridged Dictionary, doing some research on this shit. The definition of self-esteem is basically to regard yourself, like we say I-Self, basically, to regard yourself highly or favorably. Regard with self-respect or admiration of yourself. You know what I'm saying? To consider yourself as of a certain value. Getting back to that again.
In high regard.
Holding some value to yourself. That's what we talking about again. That's self-worth. You know what I'm saying?
Having respect for yourself.
Yeah, GMRNS. You know what I'm saying? We can give a couple of phase 2 on this TD in there. Let me get a little that individual. Let my boy J Gizzle give that little individual and get him off a little. You know what I'm saying? Let go to flash on the stun on the record. Let him know what it be like, my nigga.
Man, you know what it be like, man. It's your boy J Gizzle, a.k.a. forget about styling and profiling for a minute, okay? That's what it is, man. And like we were saying, man, self-esteem, okay? Having self-confidence leads to having self-esteem, having the respect for yourself, the admiration, holding yourself in high regard. You know what I'm saying? Basically, overall,
that's getting
feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, basically.
High self-esteem.
And that's getting back to what you were saying, too, with even the confidence, like we were saying earlier, the worth.
The worth.
The worth, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does definition say? To consider yourself as of certain value, you know what I'm saying? So you having now you starting to know what you really worth in life. When you start to know what you're worth, you ain't gonna really cut yourself short of shit. But if you don't have no knowledge of your self-worth, you basically gonna do and just go along with anything.
Do anything.
You know what I'm saying? So that's showing that's exhibiting low self-esteem. But now since you get self-confidence, like I said, the second part of the Trinitizing I-Self is self-esteem, holding yourself to a high value. You know what I'm saying? High self-esteem, like you said, feeling basically overall good about yourself. That's what it really is, you know what I'm saying? Some of the results of self-esteem being so high now, you know what I'm saying, of this shit Trinitizing. Self-doubt go away. You eliminate self-doubt. You eliminate self-doubt, you know what I'm saying? Now, since now you have to start to have that high self-esteem about yourself.
You're like, oh, that ain't that bad.
It ain't, I can do this shit. I can do this shit.
Your confidence kicking in. Your self-esteem is being displayed. So
that's why I ain't gonna even lie. That's why I don't really like to even term people like, yeah, I'm gonna try to go out here and do some big shit, you know what I'm saying? And I might have even said the shit in the past, you know what I'm saying? When your self-esteem and self-confidence, I ain't really shit big. You just you just gotta have a path and a plan and how to manifest and go about doing it. You can do the shit if you're willing to put the work in, but you gotta have the desire and will to do the shit. It ain't really nothing too big. You know what I'm saying? Some shit may take longer than others or whatever, but it's on you to create and make the shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have self-confidence just to do some shit like that. And you gotta have high self-esteem about yourself. So all that's the creative mind that's coming in right there, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. That's real.
Another thing, results.
Second part.
Other thing, results of high self-esteem. Empowered. Now you're getting self-empowered, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is right there, you know what I'm saying?
High self-esteem.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? Go and flash that number up on that TD to let us up on that Y. Y'all boys already know what it is. Anytime you want to get live, set back, don't roll up, twist up, fire up my nigga and lock in.
Rolling up.
You know what I'm saying? We just fired up, get in the union, get in communion. Let us commune together in union. Communicate. You know what I'm saying? So it's 813, get at me. 254, get at me. 7820, my nigga. GMRNStv. Now empowered.
Yeah, basically once you you know, you don't have any self-doubt, you know, or you get rid of the self-doubt, you have a feeling of invincibility, unstoppable, you're feeling unstoppable. And like you said, you're starting to feel empowered, starting to get empowered. You're like, I can do this. It's in my power to get this done. You know what I'm saying? So from there, now you're gonna start leaning into the third part of the Trinity.
But another thing I want to add on some results of high self-esteem. Another one is shit get more definite to you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You get more decisive on what you're gonna do. Yeah. Having high self-esteem.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? You get more decisive. You're able to make decisions clearly, even if you might fuck up and make a wrong decision, because your esteem high, because the base of that is self-confidence. You're willing to make that decision quick off of self and make a judgment quick. You ain't gonna really hesitate. You know what I'm saying? That's what high self-esteem gonna bring. That's why Trinitizing I-Self, looking in the high within you. You gotta create. You always gotta be willing to create. You know what I'm saying? It's leading back to really within you. Being more definite, being more decisive, you know what I'm saying? Because you empowered.
Being more sure.
You know what I'm saying? You getting your confidence back. We was created to be greater than just regular people, which we're gonna lead into that. But that's what it's a Trinitizing I-Self. So that's where the high self-esteem come in off of the self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? So now, like we were saying, now leading from there, you got the self-confidence now.
You got the confidence now.
You starting to look into what you is. You got to know, and you going, you doing
moving through, you knowing how to do this.
You're acquiring knowledge, you're studying, you're seeing your real ancient heritage. You're coming from the ancient Tawahadu, the ancient Kushite kingdom, the educator.
Starting to see your worth.
And you're starting to see what you're worth, so you're confident now. Now your self-esteem starting to get high. You know what I'm saying? So now you're starting to get high self-esteem.
Starting to respect yourself.
You're starting to respect and knowing your worth now. Now what that's going to lead to, the third part, self-reliance. It's the third part of Trinitizing I-Self. You got the self-confidence, you got that leads to self-esteem, high self-esteem, which leads to self-reliance, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Looking into the same dictionary, you know what I'm saying, which is the Random House Unabridged Dictionary, showing that self-reliance is basically trustful, being trustful in yourself, you know what I'm saying? The dependence of your own self. Dependent on yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is with you to rely. You're dependent on that. You're trusting it to come through. So you just basically with reliance, that's linking to the self-reliance. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? So, like I said, leading up, you can clearly see, follow the steps. Having high self-confidence, dog. Being confident is what you can do. Add to the self-esteem. Now you starting to rely on yourself to do it. You ain't got to rely on another motherfucker.
Rely on nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody. It don't matter what you is. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter white, black, Spaniard, you know what I'm saying? Asian, or any continent you come from. These are basic principles that any nigga can follow. Any person, you know what I'm saying, out there, you know what I'm saying, can see this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a Trinitizing of I-Self. You know what I'm saying? So leading to self-reliance. What are some of the results of self-reliance? You know what I'm saying? Depending on yourself. Trusting in yourself to do this shit. Some of the results of it is being productive.
Being productive, getting it done.
You getting this shit done.
You got some shit set up. You know you got to get done. Maybe a couple of things throughout that day you got to get to.
Yeah, straight up.
You got to have self-motivation to even get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get it done.
Yeah.
So it's going to lead to you motivating yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's going to lead to you being more productive, which is going to get you results.
Yeah, straight up.
You can rely on yourself.
Yeah, that's pretty much
depending on yourself.
That's pretty much straightforward. Productive. Like you're saying, relying on yourself, you gonna be productive because you're gonna be like, man, I gotta make this shit happen.
Nobody ain't gonna do it for me.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta make this shit happen, my motherfuckers.